Another thing I'd like to talk about is how do we get our dogs into our car? There's lots of different ways to do that. Obviously, if you have a small dog, you can just pick them up and get them in the car. But what happens when you have that larger dog that you can't pick up? What happens when you have that older dog that you don't want to injure by picking up? We want to give them the opportunity and the freedom to be able to get in and out of the car. So there's definite options on how to do that. One of the ways that I'm going to talk about today is this ramp. I want this ramp to help aid us. I have a couple of dogs that are getting a little bit older, and I want to have them give them the ease of getting in and out of the car. I also breed German Shepherds, so when I have those females that are going for ultrasound like a week away from giving birth, they can't really jump as much as they would before. So I need to be able to get them up as easily as I can. So as you're going to see, I have not taught any of my dogs how to use a ramp. This is going to be in progress. So you're going to get to see some dogs are probably going to do well with this. Some dogs may struggle with this a little bit. So I'm going to give you a little compilation of how I would go about doing it. What you're going to see is all of my dogs are going to be on a leash. And what I'm going to start by doing is taking a treat and putting it on the crate or on the ramp in various spots. So then the dog can come up the ramp and start to get those treats. As they get further along, they get more treats. Once they get up into the crate, they get quite a few more treats. Because I want them to understand that. I'm going to do that quite a few times. You may not see that in the videos, but I'm going to do quite a few repetitions with each dog. That way they understand exactly, hey, if I just do this and I get in the crate, I get what I want. So as you're going to see, you may see some good things, you may see some bad things, you may see some dogs that just want to jump right in there. Well, I got to slow them down, kind of use my body to block the dog and get them to go up that ramp. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Come. Good boy. Kennel. Good boy. Good boy. Good girl. That's a good girl. Good girl. Come on. Reach. Come on. Ready? Come on. Good girl. Come on. Yes, good boy. Good boy, Indy. You don't want the treat. Come on. No, come on. Come on. Good boy. Come on, Ramp. Yes, good boy. Ramp. Good boy. That's a good boy, Andy. Come on. Yes, good boy. Good boy, bud. No treats. Good boy. Ramp. Come on. Oop. Ramp. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Come on. You got it. Yes, good boy. Good boy, buddy. Come on. Ramp. Yes, good boy. Good boy, buddy. Ramp. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Ramp. Good boy. Ramp. Yes. Good boy, Ramp. Yes, good boy. Good girl, Arna. Good girl. I thought you was going to be a big pain in my butt. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Ready? Relax. Ramp. Good girl. Ramp. Nope. Ramp. Yes, good girl. A couple of things that I ran into when I was working with that ramp. Make sure that the ramp is fully extended. I thought I had it all the way extended and it kind of collapsed on me on one of the dogs. So make sure that the ramp is fully extended whenever you're using that. Another thing to keep in mind is make a word for it. I use the word ramp. You could use whatever word you want, just something you're going to be used to using or you're going to use consistently, and name that whenever the dog is going up, and more importantly when the dog is coming back down. A lot of times our dogs just want to jump down, and that's not necessarily going to be the best thing for that dog. So what I do is when I'm bringing the dog back out, I grab the leash and I block the one side so they can't come down towards me, and I don't give them enough leash to go down on the other side of the ramp, and I just kind of lure them back down. As you saw in the videos, the dogs were tentative going up and then coming back down, and then after a little while they were just motoring up and motoring back down. So use your body to block the dog, use your leash management to not allow them to go off the other side of the ramp. And then, like I said, make it fun. Use some treats, something that they want right away in order to get in and out of the vehicle. If you don't even have to start with a ramp on your vehicle, you could actually put it on something smaller or shorter and make them go up that ramp. Just make sure that the ramp is secured onto whatever it is. It could be a piece of furniture if you want. Just get them used to doing that and then transfer it to your car. That's another way of doing it. It doesn't have to be in the back of the SUV. It could be into the side door of the SUV just the same.